Hey everybody and welcome to Movistar Riders versus Fnatic. We're jumping into the pistol round already on Inferno, a map that does see a little bit of a fight very early on. Rushing down middle, the CTs are... Oh no, JW! He couldn't finish Alex off, but luckily had some support from his buddies. Unfortunately, that does leave Flush in a 1v3 as we see JW fall. And with that, Fnatic, they got off to a poor start here. It's Inferno, it's their map pick, and we just saw them lose to Movistar in overtime, double overtime at that. On train. One hell of a series. East are fragging like an animal, but doing it here when we move to Inferno, it's not as easy. What? Alright.
Alright. Just kind of swung around through the smoke, was able to find Steel. Yeah, as you mentioned, going to be a little bit more difficult for the uppers here on Inferno, but right now it's only pistols in play, so that's not going to be an issue for any of the players here. The issue being for Flusha, obviously, that he is outnumbered 1-on-2 right now. Moving back down, maybe expecting that flank through the underpass. That's not the case, but if he moves quickly, he could actually catch Easter up close right now on Banana. Unfortunately, not expecting it. Jumping around, trying to clear all the close range positions. He does end up going down. We get a couple shots and a couple teabags from Easter, as you'd expect after that previous map. And there it is, Movistar Riders, as you said, getting off to a good start here now on Inferno. Obviously, with this being the map choice of Fnatic, they get the choice of sides. They go with CT, as you would expect. Picking up that pistol is a big deal for them. And being able to find it now, if they can overcome this force buy that's coming in from Fnatic as well, they'll have the chance to get off to a very strong start. It's, I was going to say not a full force buy. Yeah, everyone else will buy up in the end. For a while, it was only Flusha and JW who had invested.
There we go. Straight up blitz towards the top, and Banana actually leaves Alex with a lot of HP taken away. Minus, what, 80 on that. Got an SMG to work with, but can't play quite as aggressively now on the back of it. Just the one kill for him, and I think that should be the end of his fights this round. You see him tucked in CT, but they look to move towards A. As Fnatic rush forward, pistols in hand, utility already dispensed, and Steel, oh, he's expending all of the terrorists. Just one kill for them so far. Golden answers with another, but Eastor is already up behind him. They won't get to the M4 in time, no. Okay, so... in actual fact, 2 kills, it's not ideal for Fnatic. They do go to an eco here, but removing the M4 from play, that certainly stands to them. You look at the reinvestment made by Movistar Riders, and that's even to have 3 SMGs that they'll pretty much have to use coming into the first full buy of Fnatic in the next round.
Yeah, that's the only issue for Movistar Riders, as you said. At least getting that round, though, they can be happy enough with that, especially if they can take this one cleanly. It would obviously give them the chance to upgrade if they wanted to, but normally you don't really bother doing that. You will just keep those SMGs if they're in play, maybe upgrading a couple of them. Mopo's already finding one with his over towards Banana. Alex actually through the smoke, going to be able to find Crims as well. And yeah, they're not struggling at all against these pistols right now. Looking easy so far. Only a small bit of damage even being dealt out on towards East. There is it's Flusha left on 3. They are all pushing him. May find one. Okay, got fairly close here on Steel over the apartments, but in the end couldn't do it. 3-0 here for Movistar Riders. They've been able to take that round with everyone surviving. As I said, I don't think they'll upgrade all the MP9s, but I wouldn't mind if Easter gets his up, of course. At that point, drops his MP9. It's exactly what he goes for. And then for the rest of them, they still have enough to full buy in the next round if they were to lose this one. So it can be approached as a little bit of a bonus round, but obviously they ideally want to win it because Easter has fully invested into the op. So we might see a little bit more aggression maybe with that op kind of supporting the SMGs from a little bit more passive.
I'm curious to see what the op's going to do. The shift in performance is certainly something I would expect. Moving on to Inferno, the tags on Alex. That leaves Mopaz on the right side. Okay, he's only got an SMG, but somehow still takes down Flusha. Can't get back. Eventually just goes through them all. He takes a lot of damage as he does, down to 22. But look at that headshot. Golden swung to try and trade him, and instead of a mass bullet, straight onto his dome. To put him down low, and so scrappy early on, Dean. The damage all across the map. So many players are on low HP. It's going to be one fight that defines it. And Lowell, he doesn't even stick around.
The nade. Oh, nicely timed nade. Is not quite going to get the kill, but when he follows up with the MP9, those players being displaced by that nade, trying to actually jump into safety, end up getting caught. Golden and Brolin are pretty much dead, as you said. Crims is on 76, so he's going to be the man who needs to do most of the kind of fighting back into this round for them. But Movistar Riders obviously realizing that, sure, there's 45 seconds now. They have the 5-on-3. They're just like, let's just fall back. Let's play a little more passive. And force, obviously, Fnatic to make the play at this point as they do bring it over towards B. A fairly standard kind of call when you are in a disadvantage, especially if you do already have the banana control, which they fought for early on, of course. as they go forward now. A Molotov or a couple Molotovs in play even, so they could help out. The issue is not put towards the positions where the CTs are. They have one in dark, they have an MP9 then boosted up right now in the CT spawn. Easter takes that first contact, then the MP9 will be able to pounce, and Roland, screw it, flying MP9, there we go.
Oh, wow. That's one way to do it, isn't it? Just jump around the corner. He was low, so yeah, easily connected with the one random bullet hitting his head. 3 kills from Mopaz, and considering he had an MP9, that's exactly what he wanted. Upgrading to the AK on himself and Alex. The op still in play. Money starting to really get rolling on that CT side, and Fnatic don't have a lot to invest themselves in this one. It is pistols and armor, but that leaves the CT side with the opportunity to build the bankroll even more. Scary times ahead.
Yeah, scary times right now even for Fnatic, pushing straight up banana against the weapons and nades of the CTs. They've actually came out on top of the initial damage here so far, so that's a dangerous position for Mopaz to be sticking in. Steel will actually be able to find one elsewhere, and we eventually see the help coming through, and the Alex going to be able to drop Roland. The Molotov stops those pistols from following up too quickly, and obviously allows now those players on the flank to just kind of keep them pincered in, or pinched in for the moment. They do try and go forward, obviously it really was the only choice. Finding first out for smoke, was that just around the edge of the smoke?
Yeah, I would imagine
maybe
so.
That's a little bit off, yeah.
We saw it earlier on. What I'm guessing is, I don't know if anyone's done extensive research on it, but this is myself and Dean's first time using this system. We've been on the old patch the whole way through until today. But what we saw earlier was that Easter took a shot which clipped the very, very edge of the particles of smoke. He could clearly see the player, but it did come up as a shot through smoke. So I'm guessing anywhere within an area where the particles could be, it counts as. That was a very aggressive play by Mopaz.
Yeah, JW actually managed to recover somehow, gets the second as well. They're definitely just going to rush up mid now with this. The issue is the Molotov is in place. It delays them slightly. Lowell smokes it for them like, howdy do. Let's come on. Come on, True. But they fall back now, so they actually do have 2 players on the bomb site at least. They delayed them slightly. They have a bit of nades here as well to actually try and slow it a little bit further. So far, though, not really working out. Steel doing what he can, gets 3 actually. Thought it was only the 2, so he's actually fought back into this now. Alex in the 1-on-2 certainly does have a chance to pull this off. Obviously not knowing exactly where both of those players are. I don't think Flush has quite been spotted as of yet. So having to be cautious as he creeps in through short now. 1 player on the bomb site. Flush out, of course, in the pit. There is a bit of a crossfire in play. But there is still a chance. Alex could maybe manage to kind of isolate these fights. He puts the smoke down. I was going to say even then with the cart kind of there, unless Flusha actually jumps up, then it would have been hard for him to help Roland out. But nah, works out. Once the smoke's put in place, Flusha just jumps up. He's in a good spot then. Either way, the kill comes in. And Fnatic, finally, they get around on the board. They need to keep this up, though. Only surviving with a couple players. The reinvestment costs them pretty much everything. And you do see Movistar Riders obviously buying back in.
I feel like that right there from Movistar was an attempt to not be readable. Gone wrong. Oh, are we getting the bomb? Anyone? No? No, okay, it's been left in T-spawn. Not the usual play from Fnatic. Maybe they're just going to go for the kills this round. It's definitely going to delay them if they leave it too late to go back and grab it. I think Golden might be on his way there. Set up a smoke for top mid and then move on down to retrieve the bomb, I hope anyways. Yeah, there we go. There was no flash there, right? Nobody tried to enter with utility. Oh my god, Eastor! Oh, stop it! Goes through with 3. All dry peeking as the smoke fades. He just takes them one at a time. That's ridiculous.
You sounded a bit like an annoyed mother there. Oh, stop it!
How dare you, Eastor! You're getting the spoon after this. Oh, well, Fnatic sure wish they had a spoon to spank Eastor with, but man, they've got basically nothing. 2v5, torn apart, a mid push even coming through. Mobby, they just don't relent.
No, not at all. Eventually they do get one trader. Golden's going to pull one back for Fnatic, but still pretty much impossible for him to do a lot. Mopush delaying on the back of the bomb site. Actually does have a flash come over there as well to help out from Easter, and with that, a 6-1 lead going to be found for Movistar Riders. They lose 1, but they instantly bounce back. They don't let Fnatic really get any momentum going. Although Fnatic do have an okay economy onto 3 of their players. But I think because of that, they might just take the 1 eco so that they can ensure that Flush It and Crims can buy in the next round alongside them, really getting everything that they want.
A hell of a start for Movistar Riders. I'm on the train. I'm on the hype train of them right now. Like with Eastor playing so well, he's 8 for 1. And that last round with the op. Whoa. That was nasty. Steel's up there as well. He's fragging like an animal. We've already seen Alex and Lowell are warmed up in the series. And Fnatic being potentially 7-1 down. Yes, they can turn it around. They're on the T side. So slow starts, they're acceptable. They can warm up and get themselves still into a position with 6 rounds by the end of the half where it's workable. But the fact that they're not dominating this early half is what I'm happy to see, because it means we're at least guaranteed a competitive game once they do get things rolling.
If they do
If they
things
do.
rolling. I don't know if we're guaranteed a competitive game. If Movistar Riders can keep this up, they could be looking at a swift 2-0 if I'm being real. Right now, though, with the 3-man B stack in play up against these pistols, they could maybe fault a little bit here. Only 2 over towards A at the moment. Lowell actually going to be isolated underneath quad as well at this point, which is a bit of an issue. I was going to say the positive is now his teammates have come in to watch that pit cross, but being smoked off, Lowell, he has to deal with it all. Finds 2 at least on mid before going down, and gave the time for Steel to come in as well. He gets himself a double. They do concede the bomb plant, but overall a good recovery there to pull it back. Oh yeah, the no scope, that was crazy. He wasn't even initially looking at him. He may as well.
Yes.
Fnatic were loving it on the previous
map. Give it to them. Give it to them.
Every single one of them.
Double tap. Make sure they're dead. It's like the Walking Dead out here. I think he missed one mid. Oh, no, never mind. Mopaz is taking care of them.
They were just so focused on BM and they forgot to defuse.
This is the most BM series I've ever seen. Each team just spraying the bodies. Like, they took a good 20 seconds. Like, guys, let's just make sure they know they lost. The guys on mid can't even see that they're being shot, but Mopaz is still there spraying away just to keep up appearances. 7-1. Let's be realistic, though. Fnatic haven't had a lot of chances on their buy round. Coming through to this one. Okay, they won one crazy where Movistar Riders pushed down middle with Mopaz. Eastor peaked, and then it was basically over. Then Movistar go to a more formulaic approach with Eastor just killing 3 of them. You know, you can rely on that. This series, at least, it's very reliable. But now they get to come back. They've got a buy. They've got all the utility, all the armor, all the weapons that they want. Taking their time, not giving the opportunities away like they did before. The time for underestimating their opponents is long gone. And they're also angry because their bodies are getting spammed to death. So they're roiled up.
I think that's actually just them taking time to drink their Coke. So
fair.
7-1. I mean, I was not expecting this to be how Inferno would kick off. Fnatic usually a very solid team here on Inferno. Of course, you expect them to be able to put up a pretty decent T-side performance, and although it is still possible, they will need to start pulling back pretty much all of these remaining rounds. Don't want to be giving away more than really 2 more towards Movistar at that point. The minimum you really want to get on the T-side is probably 6. The Opto posted on long, holding a very tight angle, so actually won't be able to connect. Their Golden has a chance to try and find something here, but Lowell instantly called in to try and help out. They spot it was only the 1 player on long. They managed to get that kill, give themselves the man advantage, and now have forced Fnatic to bring it back towards B, where it is going to be a 3-man stack. Unfortunately, they're not playing in on the bomb site, so they can be smoked off, but they're mad. Alex just goes straight through the smoke. Mopo's only able to find the 1 from up on the boost, and suddenly it is a 3-on-3.
Good position for Fnatic to play from. They do have to worry about that op scope they just heard, but also the banana take, both of which are tearing them apart. JW's got to do it all. He wants revenge against Eastor for Train as he swings out wide to look for him. The barrel's going to be the first thing he sees. If he's looking, no, he flicks over and takes him down quick as can be. A flash around to swing onto Lowell, and he's blind. A free kill. 1 more, no scope, but he just got to finish him off with the pistol, and he can't land it. 2 HP left as Steel just about shuts down the dreams of JW in the 1v3 to put 8 on the board for Movistar Riders. What is this madness we're watching? This didn't look like it was going to be an exciting series coming into it. We thought 2-0. Let's move on to the next. ENCE versus Copenhagen Flames. Later on, Movistar Riders, they came in with a relatively slow start. Certainly with the Opera when it came towards the first half of Train. Everything was going according to plan. What has happened? This is crazy. 15 kills for Steel, 10 for Eastor. And Fnatic, they're struggling to get 15 between them.
Yeah, Eastor hasn't slowed down, and the issue is, as you said, Steel is up there with him now on 15 already. We're going to see the fast banana control again being kind of the goal here for Fnatic, but look at this, Lowell just not going to be stopping the aggression anywhere on the map. He does spot that player jumping up. Sure, they haven't really done any damage as of yet, but they've shown aggression everywhere. They've been making Fnatic really work for this control, using all their nades as well. We will eventually see a kill being found. Where exactly was that?
I'm not entirely sure. I actually didn't spot it. Literally grabbed my water as it happened.
We just didn't catch it on camera, so I didn't see where it went down. It looks like it was obviously over around the A side of the map. I'm not sure exactly where. Lowell was aggressive around the apartments. He must have kept pushing. And looked like he was beginning to fall back as we had focused on the player over towards Banana. So yeah, with that Fnatic now, moving over towards A. They know they've weakened up the initial defense a little bit. The issue is Movistar Riders, they've gambled all of their players now onto this side of the map. The flash into the apartments gives Steel a bit of room to move forward. They don't expect Mopos on the bomb site. It's just too easy for them. 3 of them spray it down. They were all focused on balcony.
My heart can't take it. JW 1v3 yet again, looks to the site. Oh, it doesn't catch the shot. That's him dead. 9-1. What? Honestly, I'm going to pass out in a minute. This is some of the best Counter-Strike I've seen Movistar Riders play in about 5 months. In the entirety of their career as a team together. And what a time they waited to pull this out in. Yes, they can't proceed in Road to Rio, but they want those 100 points, and more importantly, they want to take down Fnatic. I mean, this will work wonders for them in the rankings worldwide if they can manage to take down one of the top-rated teams in the world right now for confidence. I mean, it'd just be amazing, an amazing feat for them to prove that everything they've been working on for months and months, the best part of a year, is worthwhile. It's working. Steel coming into this roster was questioned by some people. eStories and Opera again face the same queries, and yet here they are, 1-0 in maps, 9-1 in rounds against one of the best in the world, who are forced down to pistols to likely give Movistar 10-1. That is insane. Regardless of CT side advantage on Inferno and how some of these rounds played out, I'm blown away.
Yeah, and of course this is the 11th, 12th decider, so the winner of this does get themselves a little bit more money, but I think more importantly, of course, gets themselves 100 extra of RMR points. I believe that's what they're called. Easter, he could be in trouble with that up against pistols. You don't really want to be sticking around to that close to that long smoke, and he obviously did realize that, fell away, manages to find Brolin as they're crossing over right there, and at least give them a bit of an advantage. Flushido has pulled one back, and with a smoke towards Library now, they actually do have the bomb site itself open. JW even finds Easter going through that long smoke. What the hell? That is crazy. Alex is going to follow up at least. They managed to get the return. They take the up out of the hands of the T side, but the bomb has gone down in a 3-on-3. This is one of the better spots Fnatic have been in, at least until Crimsborn's alive.
Oh, another shutdown to leave Flusha with the AK to pull it all the way back. And he can't do it either. Mopaz with another good round, this time on the retake, instead of the 3K spray down he had in the other. Diffusing away, they're going to go and grab themselves an AWP. It's out there somewhere, and Mopaz is on the hunt. He just gets the AK, okay. No spamming of bodies this time, though. A little bit more respect. Good to see. Oh, they got an op in the end as well.
Still. I think they're just, yeah, I think at this point they're like, okay, we're up 10-1. Let's forget about that. Let's just make sure we win. Obviously, we had Fnatic doing it a little bit when it looked like they were going to win there towards the end of the train. Then it ended up working against them. Some Movistar riders are like, maybe we should be careful too. maybe it's a bit of a bad omen. 10-1, double digits already for Movistar riders. They're 6 rounds away from claiming themselves this second map, and with that, of course, winning out the series, and with that, getting themselves 600 points towards their Road to Rio rankings. So, yeah, Fnatic, I mean, at this point, definitely should be very scared about how this is going. You want to see the CTs again challenging over towards Banana here. A little bit of a gap in the smoke. Flush it, tries to push around it, but doesn't expect Alex to be up close on the other side already. Again, Movistar riders with a very early man advantage.
No matter how things end, Movistar are going to be happy, but they've got so much money built up now, they at least can't be forced to an eco. They've got a man advantage, JW low. Bottom banana control, at least it was offered to them. Mopaz eventually backs off and plays the jump spot on the wall by the looks of things. About what they like to do in the past, yeah, indeed. The molly up, going to force him back a little bit, although it doesn't really, because that blocks off the T's from pushing, so he can stick around for just a moment longer. Alex hasn't got any utility for him. Oh, he'd already thrown over the flash, excuse me. The timing was horrible for me, but also horrible for Golden, who got blinded up by it and then taken down. No need to stick around all too aggressively at the moment. He's going to pull the trigger eventually before he fades away. You can feel it, but he's not quite on the right angle.
And they just might not expect this now. They're going to go for the spam. It doesn't hit anyone. Mopo's, will they clear it? Crims, he jumps up, not expecting anyone to beat her. So that allows for him to go ahead and actually find one kill. And I don't think they're going to expect another just hiding sandbags. Yeah, they're going to run past. Alex should have 2 free kills right now. Going to see if he can line them up. He's actually going to go for the knife. That is so BM, man. So BM at this point. He's just playing with Brolin, playing with his food. Eventually there to eat it. And it's 11-1. Yeah, Movistar Riders are having a fun time. That is...
Of course.
This isn't the right website for that kind of content, guys.
That is horrible. I mean, Fnatic, a team that are known for pulling out those knives, just getting a taste of their own medicine. Gorgeous play. Alex as well, just showing the tip of the rifle to Brawl and like, oh, I'm gonna come around. No, I'm coming. No, I'm not. Eventually, just swings and headshots him. This is not the Fnatic we're used to seeing. I know they haven't done amazingly well throughout group stages. Not making it through the playoffs is a shame, but this right here, Movistar, they're annihilating them. 11-1 up. Playing with their food even at this point. We see the SMG buy come out again from the T side. Golden, the one with the Mag 10. Different to what we saw on Train, where there was the confusing situation. I can't remember who it was, but I think it might have been Flusha. Took a UMP at one point. But either way, Fnatic need to make some big changes here. I mean, it's crunch time. They got to get 4 on the board. Win every round from this point forward. And if they lose this, their economy's again going to be in question. A faster play towards top Banana. Straight up there, Golden goes. Got no support, though. And Molly's keeping the rest of the team back. As they slowly start to shift up there, he's at least got top Banana. This is better progress than Fnatic have been able to claim so far for nothing really lost. And good damage to Eastor and Lel.
With a molly, that's actually going to force them to go forward quickly. Yeah, but the flash was perfect. I don't think they know how close they are right now. The nade going in could have been dangerous for Alex. Either way, he falls, and now it's all on Mopos in the back of the bomb site looking for the second. And he's still fragging. He finds them all. JW's left alone. Nothing is working right now for Fnatic, man. Absolutely nothing. Mopos just goes insane from the back of the bomb site. He had the triple kill as well, holding down the A bomb site. We had at one point Steel 15-3, and we had, I think Mopos was down there kind of chilling a little bit more. It was Easter who was second with 10 kills. Easter's just having a fun time now. He hasn't had to do a lot more. Instead, Mopos up on 18, Steel on 18 as well. This has just been an incredible performance.
If you have children watching this game, cover their eyes. They don't need to see this. It's not suitable. Fnatic, they're being destroyed. They had such a good setup there. They move in. They're finding a kill. Things are looking good. And Mopos stops them one at a time. Easter run boosted across. Gets it. Damage done. Flushes on 7 HP. The nade damn near finishes him off. Only he'd left Banana. And another round that starts just horrendously poorly. Okay, a good trade by Brawl and his Mopos falls, but look at the HP of the remaining two. They're so low. Moving in towards the B bomb site. Alex is alone. And he was looking above this smoke a second ago. He doesn't see them in time, but yes, he does. Reacts to the shots by Brawlin to leave the 7 HP Flusha alone. And this may well, and just, I do mean what I say, be 13 rounds from Movistar. If you're listening to this, if you've just tuned in, you might think, oh, if they swap team names or something. We said that Inferno would look better for them.
Is the hood broken?
Yeah. Sorry, let me refresh. Oh, the names are all wrong. That makes sense. Madness. Like for Fnatic to lose the T side, to not dominate it, that's fine. But to have 1 round out of 14. And remember, that 1 round was where Movistar had Mopos run down middle. Eastor did the same. They both died. And then it was a 5v3. That is the only time Fnatic have won a round. What the hell is going on? I ask that question more sincerely than ever before. If you have the answers, please let me know.
Yeah, the surprising thing is just how convincing a lot of the rounds have been as well. You're seeing a lot of the time at least 3 players surviving for the CTs. Most of the rounds, even 4 or 5. It has just been incredible from them. Fnatic are not the team that we are used to seeing right now. An SMG in play, looking for a quicker A push off the back of the 2 that they do have. The rifles are going to be here to try and support, but so far, just zero found for Fnatic. They get mowed down. It's like a blender on mid. Just guts, blood everywhere. Oh, and goddamn, that was a crazy first half, guys. Obviously, stay around. We will be back with that second half real soon. The question is, are we going to have Fnatic fighting back in, or are we just going to be back for a couple of rounds? Stick around to see. We will be back in 2 to 3 minutes, guys.
such a ghostly revelation. I may have fucked up all my chances. Fucked up all my chances. And we are never feeling cold again. And we are never feeling cold again. But I can't act like it's easy. It's hard to preach. Cause I've been burning trees and watch them fall. If we cannot breathe out, we go forward. Sure, I was searching for cure. Fishing a little wildlife. And when I'm low on fuel, I'll still be running till my back broke. Halfway, lost hope and I checked it. Hard roads, I didn't think I'd come back fast. Cause I was running roads so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I ended up zero. This is such a ghostly revelation. I may have fucked up all my chances. Fucked up all my chances. Been around the globe, looked around, nothing fitted. Seen high and lows, but you won't even get it. Been around the globe, think it's time to admit it's not the end, but the road, and you won't even get it. Been around the globe, looked around, nothing fitted. Seen high and lows, but you won't even get it. Been around the globe, think it's time to admit it's not the end, but the road. I was running roads so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I end up zero. This is such a ghostly revelation. I may have fucked up all my chances. Fucked up all my chances. Yes, I was running. I know. I know. Look into your eyes, I see the colors of your soul, and I recognize every single line, every single roadblock. We are two hearts that.
Welcome to the world of make-believe. Movistar Riders 14-1 up, dominating Fnatic like you never would have thought possible. And now we move into the second half where the T side, well, they need to win the pistol, and that's about where the story ends. If they find this, it is pretty much GG to Fnatic. And as Golden dies on the banana push, they're in a lot of danger. The T's quickly gearing up to retake it. But as Steel is taken down. Excuse me, the director broke for a second. You're left into a... Ooh. Still a pretty bad position for Fnatic, and even worse as JW gets dinked.
Yeah, they're peeking everywhere right now, and Movistar Riders just haven't been missing shots throughout this entire game, and pretty much since the latter part of train as well. They've been looking on point for sure. Lots of nades still in play. Fortunately, they didn't lose one of those nade players. It was Steel who went down off the back of that one-on-one trade. As you said, the health in their favor as well. And Flusher right now just soloing over towards B, but it is the deep smokes. They're actually going to be able to force the fight against them. They don't want to let them set up for this retake at all. They want the advantage. They've gone ahead and taken themselves the control. And with that, should find the bomb plant, but this is a little bit dangerous. As you can see, Crim's playing around this smoke, had a chance to actually spot that bomb crosser. Unfortunately, not able to connect the shots, ends up getting tagged down himself, and now they have an incredibly difficult retake ahead of them.
It's going to be rough, especially, look, they take Mopaz. They don't expect Lyle to actually check for it, but he still takes both headshots. And with JW on 14 health, that's about as well as that was going to go. It was a headshot anyways to finish him off, and 15-1.
Lyle was on 6 before that as well. He hasn't had to do a lot all game, but when he's needed, he steps up. We know Lyle's also an incredible player, and he's been at the bottom of the scoreboard here in his team's like performance against Fnatic, which is
Oh,
just
lol.
crazy.
Put it away. Don't do that to them.
Hell? Okay, well, this isn't something you see being pulled out very often, although JW every now and again, maybe that's why.
I guess it's like, you know, Fnatic, you're known for knifing people, and we've already knifed you in this game,
Yeah.
but now we're gonna sawn off shotgun you. That's how little we respect you right now.
Makes sense in the apartments, kind of, but
Yeah,
obviously
sure.
you would have prioritized other shotguns over the Sun on for sure. I think he's just holding for the aggression to come his way as well, maybe expecting Fnatic to push with those weaker weapons. Would make sense.
Now, Crims is the one you want to watch out for here. He's the player that would likely push apps, if anyone. And when they show presence on B, there's a decent chance that happens. No, he's fallen back. Okay, so he saved himself the embarrassment.
I don't think we're going to see any of that aggression with the double scout setup in play either. Ideally, really, the hope is here that the scouts are able to connect on at least a couple of players, then making it, of course, a bit easier for the players with the pistols to finish them off. Or the other way around, obviously. They can help each other out. Right now, a 3-man B stack as well is in play from the CTs, which is where pretty much all of the Movistar riders are focused. You can see, obviously, they did have 2 over on second mid earlier. They've now moved back. They've all joined up on Banana. As I said that, though, the third player, unfortunately, leaving the bomb site. So it is just going to be between Golden and also Flushing out to hold this down. That's a good shot. Had to nade as well. Golden, though, completely blinded, unfortunately, isn't really able to put up any sort of a defense himself. And with Flushing now being forced back away, we should see the bomb plant being found for Movistar riders. A 4-on-4, 4-on-3 retake now. Roland through the smoke. Flushing through the smoke as well.
No scope.
They've just absolutely decimated Movistar riders. They just about got the bomb in place, but it doesn't matter. Easter's now all alone. He's been playing well, and he's got the upgrade to the AK, but tagged already. Roland there to finish him off. Fnatic, they do fight back in with a force buy. But damn, is it a long road ahead of them right now? Like, I don't know, not even a road. It's more like a cross, I guess, like what, in America being interstate?
Even then, interstates are straight and smooth, right? They're trying to drive like a 1920s
Cross country on
vehicle.
an old back road. That's what they're doing right now.
Yeah, or over Everest. They're trying to go up the rocks, off-roading in a sedan. It's just not looking good. 13 consecutive rounds needed. Movistar riders, they start this off with nothing, you know, they're just going to go in with light pistols, not a single piece of Kevlar making an appearance. It is just a smoke and a flash. They've got the money. They've got the rounds to spend to build up that money, excuse me, and that's exactly what they're going to go for.
Understandably, you don't really need to force the issue here. Get the best buy you can. Try and get a few kills in these rounds at least, obviously, because you don't want to let the CTs build up too much money, because once they start feeling comfortable with their utility, especially, is when you can begin to struggle a little bit on the T side. Sure, that's what we've seen for Movistar. Once they got their economy going, it just never was really dented down at all. They always had nades, mollies, whatever they wanted to do. Easter, though, he's fighting them back into this round. Has already found 1 kill on the AK. Has Crims pinned back on the spot. He's only got a Mach 10, so he can't really afford to challenge that too aggressively. Mopo's had a flash come over from, I believe, JW. They're actually blinded up the man in the spawn. Yeah, Alex with the bomb, as you said, waiting behind. But JW has no idea. They've gotten the kill. They're running this straight back to A, and they will be able to find the bomb site because Lowell has already creeped up close. The question is, does he get this kill now? No, not quite, but he does a little bit more damage to Crims at least. The issue is now, again, they're waiting. Mopos is waiting. It's just constant flanks. They have no idea. Brolin falls back to B again. Oh, nearly gets, actually does get caught. That's the bomb. Is he running back to B now? Expecting it to go B? Is he going to go A? Is Mopo's going to go A now? I believe he is.
He's got a big brain, mate. He knows exactly what Crims is doing.
Oh, God.
This has been a wild round already. Meaty Counter-Strike, pistols, no armor. Had there have even been Kevlar in play for the T side, you probably wouldn't have seen Crims win the duel earlier. He's on 22 health. Problem is, as soon as this bomb is planted, you'll expect Mopos to go pit. If he does, big advantage. Head peak angles up against a low HP player. But instead, he plants it for pit and goes to the back of the bomb site. Even harder for Crims to read. Crims is going forward with the deagle in hand, not quite knowing how low Mopos is. We'll go for the headshots. But look, he knows it's pit. He suspects it. Checks to the bomb site, but really, pit's what he's worried about. But with Mopos not peeking, it's actually going to be running down the time. As he hopes they'll come in from long. The smoke goes down. Now he starts to maneuver around. It's being stuck. The spray is good to finish him off. And eventually, through just, Dean, I can't, the craziest 16-2.